Welcome to Rebel Ants Radio. This is the video podcast for the Rebel Ants NFT project. This is our build in public video podcast to kind of show the world what it's like to launch an NFT. And joined tonight by my co-host, co-founder, co-partner, Miguel. Miguel, how are you tonight? Oh man, you're muted, man. This is like amateur hour.
I'm good. Pretty good.
Good. We started a few minutes late because we were expecting a guest tonight, Ty Benitez. But if she doesn't join us, we'll just chat away anyway. If she joins, then we'll take the conversation that way. But we appreciate you being here and watching. This podcast, this platform of Rebel Ants is bigger than just one NFT project. We've got Rebel Ants V1 that's available right now that you can mint at rebelants.io. We've got Jeremy Pets, which are the pets of the ants, which you can mint some for free at jeremypets.com. And then we're working on version 2 of the Rebel Ants, which will be a really exciting project once it's launched, because we're going to use the power of AI storytelling to do battle every week right here on the show and see which of the 10, 15, 20 gangs is the winner of a theoretical battle that is designed and told through AI. Miguel, what's our timeline for V2? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Why you got to put me on the spot?
Because I want to hear. I want to know.
No, because you're dying to look at the art. And
you won't give me anything.
No. I'm going to say we're probably about 85% there.
85.
So
okay, I like that.
Maybe another couple weeks.
Yeah.
We should be ready.
Good. Well, the foundation of all of this is about our 3 pillars that we're built on, which is transparency, which is why we do this video podcast with our faces and our names all over it. Education, educating ourselves through this process of going through the launch of an NFT and developing over time, and then supporting our Web3 and artist community, which is why we like to do interviews with artists and other creators in this space. So hopefully we do get a chance to talk to Ty, but if not, we will continue to march on as ants are known to do. Miguel, should we start with a little icebreaker?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Miguel, what's your favorite childhood cartoon? Go.
Wow. I have to really think about this. Let me see here. What was I really into as a child? Probably WB cartoons, like I don't know, like Bugs and that kind of stuff.
Okay, you and I are very much aligned right now, because I was also going to say a WB cartoon, but specifically Animaniacs.
Animaniacs was good.
I was really into Animaniacs. I think I even had the CD, which was like a soundtrack of some of the songs that they had. Mm-hmm. Back when owning a CD was a thing. But there are still some of those skits from that show that maybe I still quote, or maybe I still think about sometimes. So I feel like that show has stuck with me for like over 30 years. So that's got to mean something, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty good show.
Yes.
I really liked it.
Yeah. I know it came back and I never watched it again. I don't think I even need to, but I know it came back. There must have been some value in revisiting this cartoon show.
Hey, so let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Twitter. So today they're launching the X brand. Did you see this?
Yeah, I don't know if it's today, but I think today is the last day it'll be Twitter, right?
Yeah. I could have sworn he said that he was changing the name today to the X brand or something like that. And then he mentioned on Twitter that if anybody can give him like a logo or something, he'll use that. So Jack Butcher was like all over that.
Yes, I was so happy to see his take on it, which was so good. Let's see if we can pull it up here on Twitter. But yeah, Elon's profile now just says x.com. And I guess there's some history with him, the letter X, and even this domain. This domain I think he's had since 1999. And he's used the x.com for other things in the past. Before PayPal, before he was even involved in PayPal, he owned x.com. That transformed into what PayPal became. And then he added the X into, the name SpaceX, which is one of his other companies. And I think he has a kid who might be named X or something like that. And then he launched XAI. So X is a big part of his life. Let's pull up the Jack Butcher tweet here. So in classic Jack Butcher fashion, he responded to that, right? So I don't know if that's going to show up. As a tweet, he played off of his checks. Here we go. Here's one of them. He played off of his checks NFT project, which was like the verified sign, different colors, different versions.
Yeah.
He put an X in the middle. And I think the crowd reaction was very favorable in that. So we're looking at Jack Butcher's tweet history on Twitter. And this is the most recent one, I think, where he's using the X for the center of the infinity symbol that, you know, might even be a callback to Meta, with the idea that Meta was ripping off Twitter and now Twitter might be, you know, maybe taking that back from them. So looking at, this was the original tweet, I think, from 11 hours ago. It says, my X brand proposal for Elon Musk. Thesis is simple. Retain some visual equity by using the scallop from the original blue check. Subvert the entire story by switching the symbol. A complete inversion of the status quo. What were your initial reactions to this?
I don't know. I kind of like it.
I love it. It's what Jack does best, right? Simplicity, conveying a message through minimalist visual prompts, and that's exactly what this is.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of cool like logos with the X that I've been scrolling through, but nothing like Jack Butcher's stuff. Like with the intertwining with the infinity thing, that's pretty cool. I mean, we'll see what he picks. Eventually, I thought it would have happened by now.
Yeah, me too. There were a lot of replies there. Some of them were not great. Some of them were AI generated. Some of them probably, you know, somebody worked on for many hours before submitting just to get it ignored over the, you know, over the course of the day. But it is interesting that he can just change all of this, right? It won't be Twitter anymore. It won't be tweeting. I don't know what the future of this holds, but I'm interested in figuring it out. Yeah, so we'll follow along. Maybe we won't be talking about being on Twitter anymore in the near future. We'll be on X. Maybe
it was interesting because somebody was talking about how we will call a tweet now. Like, what would be the name for a tweet, or anything else that you do on Twitter? Like, what would you call it with the brand X? You know what I mean? It's just weird. You have to get used to it.
One other interesting comment that I saw reading through some tweets was that they were talking about the forwarding. So Elon posted that x.com forwards to twitter.com right now.
Yeah, it does.
But somebody was saying all the links that are out there, you know, twitter.com and then a username and then the tweet, you know, if he takes away the domain of Twitter, all those links disappear. So somebody asked, like, hey, can you save those links? Otherwise, imagine how much history would be gone by not being able to link back to tweets or existing links right now, you know?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. So yeah, let's keep an eye on this. It's never dull, I guess, over at Twitter since he's taken over.
Yeah. So looking into NFTs, if you go into OpenSea, the trending collection, you will see that there's one that's trending that's number 3, garbage bags. Did you hear anything about this?
I did. I actually have a tweet on that, but tell me what you know.
Well, I don't know much about it. I know it's part of the Invisible Friends thing, I believe.
That is correct.
And once you mint, you're able to see like your NFT or your artwork or whatever. But I think it's pretty cool because some people were calling it like trash art and like,
of course,
I don't know. Yeah, but obviously it's pretty cool, and I think that they're doing some pretty like exciting stuff that's coming up. I think they have a whole bunch of stuff lined up. So I mean, it'll be cool to see. I mean, they already have 3,000 owners on this garbage bag thing, and I just like the way that it looks. Like it
is cool. It's a very nice imagery. I like that it's moving. Right, there's movement to it. This, like you said, is a continuation of the Invisible Friends, which was probably one of the earliest, more popular NFTs that had a moving image within it. And this, like you said, is supposed to be like a slow burn, or not a slow burn, but a slow growth project. So it'll evolve in stages out of this garbage bag, just like we've seen some other projects do. That over time they evolve into something else. So their description says, you know, do you want to evolve to stage 2? No worries, just head over to your upcycle station at the website of Typical Friends, which is the ownership group of Invisible Friends. The only negative feedback I heard about this was that Invisible Friends came out so long ago, And what's going to be unique about this that's taken so long to make. So I am curious to kind of see what the outcome here is, if it was worth the wait or if there's some innovation in here. But if you want, we can look at this last tweet that I had bookmarked here from @MotionMarcus. What's the deal with all these garbage bags? Let's dumpster dive in. If you happen to own 1 or 50 of these stinky garbage bags, then congratulations, you're in luck. Why? Well, you might not know it yet, but that bag technically contains 4 different collections. So it says the garbage bag is the first step in a journey of 4 stages. That's right. The garbage bag you hold is stage 1. Stage 2 and 3 are still unexplored. So, like I said, we don't know what it is. Stage 4 is fully evolved garbage friends, or as I like to call them, my only friend. So yeah, even this image is cool. I think this was the promo image, and it's very nice. It's very appealing.
Well, 261 ETH already total volume. That's it's pretty exciting.
That is pretty good, especially because it's 0.13. So it takes a lot to get over there. It takes a lot to get to 261. Oh, it just dropped a little bit. So are you going to buy one of these?
I might. I'm tempted. It's about $250. It's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'd be very excited for you if you bought one.
Talking about buying, so
talking about buying, you made some moves this week.
I made some moves for us this week.
Tell us more.
Now we're into doodles.
We're in the doodles.
We're in the dudes. So we ended up buying the doodles.
Yes.
Actually, no, that's not the one.
No, which one number? 7113? Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool dude. I honestly, it was kind of like an impulse buy. I just kind of went for it, and I think I texted you, and I couldn't get through.
Yeah.
OpenSea kept like giving me an error message. I guess there was a bunch of people trying to buy the same one at the same time.
And this was a floor? This was off the floor-ish?
This was off the floor, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's already up in price, right? The floor at least.
Yeah, I actually thought that I didn't get it, and then all of a sudden I got the message that I did get it. And
that's a nice surprise.
Then that's when I text you, yeah. And I was like, I think we got the dude.
We got it. Yeah, this is cool. I like the backpack. I like the backpack. That's a cool trait to me.
Yeah.
And you have been tweeting at members of the Doodles party, right? What's the goal there?
So a while ago, we were able to get a hold of Julian. I think his name is Julian Castro. Poopy is his Twitter name.
Yeah.
And he mentioned to us once that he would come on the show and just talk to us about how he started with Doodles and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of interesting. And then he said that he wouldn't be ready for about a month or so. And I don't know. We've just been busy. He's been busy, so we haven't really been able to like talk to him, or he hasn't been able to really communicate with us either. But I tweeted at him, I think it was today, and see what happens. Maybe we could get some action or some traction with him there. See if we could get him on the show to talk about just how Doodles started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see that.
Yeah, I mean, look, now that you're in the community, it might be easier to get his attention. And just a callback to a couple of months ago, we went in on this one, the Genesis box.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know what happened with these. I don't know if you're supposed to do anything with them yet. I thought it was for Doodles too, but I don't know that that's actually happened yet. We lost a lot of money on this one. I think we paid 0.24. No, we paid 0.235, and the floor is 0.04.
0.04, yeah.
Another bomb by Kevin. But that's okay. That's okay. We're holding, right? We're just going to see where it takes us.
We're holding.
This seems like a hold also. I don't see you selling this anytime soon.
No, I'm not selling that anytime.
You're in now.
I'll add it to my collection of blue chip NFTs.
Do you get to add it to the wall behind you also?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the wall behind me with my punk. Yeah.
Yeah. We have 6 or 7-ish people watching. If you've made any interesting purchases in the last couple of weeks, let us know. Drop some links, some pictures, show off your good or bad decision. Let us know what you're working on. So you, as far as I know, you haven't been buying much recently. Was there something in the news that made you jump for this?
No, I just I think I was watching something like last week or something like that, and they were talking about doodles and all the crap that's coming up lately. So I kept like watching the price, and I just kind of went for it and jumped in.
Yeah, I respect it. It's obviously a good buy, right? I don't think anybody would say Doodles is a bad buy. So
It's a great buy.
it's a great buy. Yes, I'm excited to see where this goes, and maybe we can clip this and tag them in it and tell them that we would love to get anyone from their team on the show and just kind of learn more about what they're working on, how they got started, and what we can all learn from them.
Yeah. Yep.
I love it. All right. What else did we see this week?
Did you see the Melania Trump stuff about the landing on the moon or whatever it was? Ah, Jesus, you gotta look that up. So I guess let me see if I could find it. It was something about a statement she made or an NFT she did, and like NASA was all pissed off about it because she used like some of their here it is.
All right, we are on decrypt.co, and the article is titled Space Case? Melania Trump's Apollo 11 NFT defies NASA rules. Oh my God. This can't be good. An NFT released by former First Lady Melania Trump features an iconic NASA photo despite the agency's explicit prohibition on NFTs. I got to see what this image is. I'm just going to scroll down and not even... Okay, so here it is. So she tweeted, "The United States put a man on the moon on this day in 1969. I salute America's ingenuity and ongoing commitment towards excellence. Hashtag USA memorabilia." And then a link. I don't know. I guess a link to buy this NFT. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yay.
But I guess NASA's so pissed because she used like their stuff.
This is their picture.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this fancy thing. Oh boy. It's a spinning image. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. I've heard that before. And I wonder, can we go to this tweet? Interesting. Actually, it was all a hoax. Okay. But I wonder how you purchase
another rug pull. It's another rug. It's another rug.
Well, is this actually for purchase?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so the collectible titled Man on the Moon, which released on Wednesday, prominently featured the iconic 1969 photo of astronaut Buzz Aldrin partaking in the NASA-orchestrated Apollo 11 lunar landing. Per agency policy, however, usage of NASA images in connection with an NFT project strictly prohibited. Oh, boy.
She messed up.
Okay, here, you can buy this for $75. And it says there are 447 remaining. I wonder how many were available.
How many were available? Yeah.
Yeah, where can we see this? Is this on ETH? I don't know. Is this on OpenSea?
I don't know.
Man on the Moon. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be really curious to know how many of these have sold off.
Anyway, that was funny. So talking about stuff, right? So you remember a long time ago Jack Dorsey's first tweet that they put it as an NFT for
yes,
$2.9 million or $3 million.
Yes, I do.
So now it is selling for less than $2,000.
Wow.
It's listed actually.
But didn't he also speak out recently against cryptocurrency? And
no, he's pro Bitcoin, obviously, but he's never really mentioned anything else besides Bitcoin.
I thought that he's been speaking recently, but let's see here. So yeah, this is an article from cryptoslate.com. NFT of Jack Dorsey's first tweet, originally purchased for $2.9 million, is worth less than $4 in today's market. That is a doozy.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't own Twitter anymore, so that's part of the reason why.
Right. Great. Got some ads here. During the peak of the NFT market in 2021, crypto entrepreneur Sina Estavi made headlines when he purchased Twitter co-founders Jack Dorsey first tweet as an NFT for $2.9 million. And what has made it drop? So 2 years later, the value perception of the same NFT significantly changed, with the best offer currently standing at just $3.77. Oh boy. Let's go check that one out. just setting up my Twitter. Best offer. Well, I guess that's not true. Now it's the best offer is 1 ETH. Could that have been true? Oh yeah, look, it was down to $0.03. Yeah, this was pretty low. Here, at some point, it was 0.002 ETH. But that's an offer. That doesn't mean that that's what it's worth.
No, it's an offer, yeah.
I could offer 0.02 on a Bored Ape right now. It doesn't mean it's
it's worth
that. Yeah, you know, he hasn't lost money until he sells it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That is very funny. That is very funny. I saw a tweet that I thought was interesting going back to our previous discussions about Ether. And it was a tweet by Stephen Blackboo, at Stephen Blackboo, why Ether will flip elementals, a thread. And first point here is that Ether community has the best fan art. That means we the most talented as well. Again, I don't make the rules, I just state the facts. So it is interesting looking in this thread and seeing some of the art. It is very cool. The price is still not great on any of these. The price for an actual Ether is 0.15. And a capsule, which would be the unrevealed Ether, I think is still under 0.1. So price action hasn't moved as much to say that it's going to flip. But interesting to watch, and hopefully they're just back on the incline, because I know they've had some AMAs. I know that they're very focused on getting the community behind their back, but we'll keep an eye on it because this could turn into a big project. But I don't know.
Yeah, there hasn't been much movement either on the elemental stuff from Azuki. Have you heard anything yet?
No, I haven't seen much there. Oh, actually, the only thing I think I heard was that they voted not to change the backgrounds, which was one of the things that the community was saying would help differentiate the project from the elementals, was to make background changes. And I believe that the vote, maybe it's from the DAO, said don't change the background.
Interesting.
So maybe they're happy with it, or they have faith in where it's going, because those will continue to evolve as well as traits become available. But we'll see. We'll see. Do you want to fill us in on the latest with Jeremy Pets?
Yeah, so we released another 5 last week, I believe it was, and we're gonna release probably 5 more. Either this, should we wait till next week, or should we release it today? Actually,
let's wait till next week, and that way we can see what's happening on the show. Maybe we can do it live on the show. You can share your screen to just kind of show how the Bueno system works.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool, the Jeremys. You got to remember, 500 of them, and all 500 are very unique, and they're all named. They all have names. They all have stories. It's pretty cool. So when you click on one, it actually tells you a snippet of their story.
I see here, Slimester, a slimy but lovable creature. Slimester oozes charm and adds a vibrant splash of gooey goodness to your Jeremy Pets NFT collection. Yeah, so I dig it. And there's only 20 of those.
Yeah, we'll see where that storyline takes us later on in the future.
Are any of their stories going to be intertwined? Any of these storylines?
None.
None? You're going to have 500 unique stories?
500 unique stories.
All right, I give you a lot of credit for that, and excited to see where that goes. But yeah, so the first 5 that we released are all free, so you just got to pay for the gas. But this is a good time to get the NFTs now, because these will be beneficial for our Battle for the Colony V2, where when the battle is held each week and a winner is determined, if you're holding one of those V2, you'll also get a benefit bonus if you're holding a Jeremy Pet. So go get it while you can, jeremypets.com. And these will be good. These will be good to see them keep coming out. So yeah, maybe we do a live demo next week. That way we can showcase the Bueno platform.
Yeah. So huge buzz going on in the NFT world with this Skyborn Genesis stuff. Have you heard anything about it or no?
No, I've only seen a lot of ads. So tell me more about it.
So if you go, oh, there you are. So if you go under OpenSea, obviously they're still not revealed,
right?
But they're already creating a lot of buzz. I think there's 2 different projects that they're doing, or maybe 3. Could be 3. I don't remember exactly.
And it's part of Proof Collective, which is a very well-established name within the NFT crypto space.
Yeah, so they apparently come. It's all some sort of character that comes equipped with like powerful traits, enhancing abilities, and like it's part of valuable assets for the Skyborn Legacy. I guess is a game or something that's coming up. We'll see exactly what it is and what happens in the future, but it seems pretty like interesting.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on these. And this is going to be a game, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if you go to the OpenSea thing, it says the collection will include 6 one-of-ones, each with unique bespoke artwork, animation, and legendary in-game traits. So definitely part of a game. You probably have to play on your website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into any Web3 games, but I'm ready to. So I'd be interested to kind of pick the right one to move into. So let's see how this one goes. And I'm sure this will be well produced if it's part of the Proof Collective. Maybe that's the best one to get into. So maybe if we do get to play, we can stream playing and kind of exploring this world.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of buzz going on with this. I mean, I think pretty much all week, all I was hearing about on Twitter and everywhere else was just about the Skyborn Genesis thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm into it. It looks pretty cool. I like the graphics on here for the page. And if you get into it, let me know. Maybe we should mint one and take the audience along for a ride.
Maybe we should do some more research on.
I think we just go in for it, like right now. No. I don't even have enough in my wallet to get it. So you're welcome. We're saved. Yes, There was something else that you pinged me about this week, and I'm saying ping as in like on the BlackBerry. You you mentioned to me that OpenSea had added the deals, which is like how you trade on the platform, right?
Yeah.
What was exciting to you about this?
It's something new. It's pretty much what it is.
It's something new for them. I believe that this functionality has been around, but being on OpenSea, I think, is very good because a lot of people are on OpenSea. People have accounts already. People have their wallets connected already. It's not like another thing. You're like, I don't know, can I trust this? So this is helpful in building trust and legitimacy for people in this space. And something else that was interesting was that it's only for verified projects. I think you can only do deals with verified projects, so that way maybe less of a chance of getting scammed is my feeling.
I don't think so. I mean, the problem with verified projects on OpenSea is that there's a lot of them that are verified that are still rugs.
You're right.
Well, that have been verified that are still rugs, which is a problem that OpenSea has.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
So this is my problem with OpenSea, right? They will put you on the top collection, or they will put you on the trending page, and it can possibly be a rug. I think it happened to you. Remember?
Oh, with the black and white.
There was a trending NFT project.
Yeah,
and you decided to go all in, and it was on their front page, and then it became a rug. But if you go to like their front page and you go into their trendings, and like there's a lot of things here that we haven't heard of at all, right? So people will go all in just because OpenSea has it there, with probably no research at all. They just put it there because their floor price is going up or whatever the case might be, right? And then it becomes a rug, like that black and white crap.
Yeah. I just pulled up a random one. 627 EEA. I think we've seen some of these color ones before where it's like the hex code for the color is the project name, and then that's it. But I don't know, maybe this one's cool too. Oh boy. I don't love this website. Here is purple. And there's some squares that don't go anywhere, and then squares that go to links. What is this? Twitter, OpenSea. Oh, I really don't like this website. I'm sorry, guys. This is not good. What is this? I see. Anyway, you're right. Let's keep an eye on deals. See if anything bad comes out of it. But I think the idea here is do your own research, right? That's always going to be the most valuable step you can take.
Yeah, like I love OpenSea, but they just need to do better. OpenSea, do better.
Yeah. Can I show you something that caught my attention?
Yeah.
Look who's back in the Web3 space.
Oh Jesus, here we go.
McDonald's is back in the Web3 space. This time from Hong Kong. McDonald's is celebrating 40 years of its most popular snack item on the menu, McNuggets. And to make it special, McDonald's Hong Kong launched their first metaverse experience. So this is on Sandbox, which is a virtual world, right?
Yeah, I
And
actually have a plot on
a
Sandbox.
metaverse. You have a plot?
Yeah.
Is it for Rebel Ants?
No, I haven't even done anything with it. I just have a plot next to like Snoop Dogg or something like that.
All right. Well, maybe you should sell that. Make some good money for you.
It's still there. We'll see what they haven't built anything yet.
I know. This has been talked about for a long time. Anyway, so for this project, McNuggets Land in the Sandbox is a celebration of the Chicken McNuggets 40th anniversary with exclusive rewards. Get ready to party with your favorite Chicken McNuggets in the metaverse.
Oh, Jesus.
And even though it's launched by the Hong Kong division of McDonald's, McNuggets Land is open to play from anywhere around the world. The game offers NFTs and cryptos as rewards, and you can actually earn the sand currency, $sand.
Ah, that's interesting.
So I think that is interesting that you could win something off of this, maybe something tangible. But, you know, Sandbox is a big deal. Like you said, Snoop Dogg has been in there, Adidas, Gucci, Ubisoft, Warner Music Group, Walking Dead. Sandbox was one of the first big name metaverses. Now, that doesn't mean anything inside of it is legitimate, but it's good to know that it's in a place that's reputable.
Yeah. I think it still has a lot of potential, the Sandbox. They still need to build a lot more upon it. It was really hyped up, and then all of a sudden it just died off.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe 6 months or so, and then I don't know what happened after that. But I guess people are still using it because look, Hong Kong McDonald's is using it for their McNuggets thing.
Yes, I've heard that Asia has been a big focus for a lot of NFT projects lately, which is why Ape Fest is being held in Hong Kong. There just seems to be more appeal or more interest right now in that area.
Yeah, talking about Ape Fest, have you heard anything about what's going on with that? Or
I don't know any of the events going on there, but it's in November, I think.
Yeah, and I haven't really been on the Discord page to see like what they're talking about lately.
Well, you're my inside scoop into all things ape, so I need you to stay updated.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and do some research and find out what's going on with this ape stuff.
Yeah. There was also another update on a project that you and I have spoken about in the past with luxury fashion brands, and that's Gucci. That Gucci NFTs is turning into something actually rewardable now, where if you hold one of the NFTs, you can get a physical item from Gucci that's only available if you have the NFT. You can't purchase this item. So I think that's pretty cool because people really have an emotional connection to Gucci, and to think that there's something out there that they can't buy that's new, even if they wanted it, it's really interesting. So just here's a post about it, that Gucci plans to reward NFT holders with unique physical products such as a wallet or a bag, unavailable for purchase by other customers. So you have to burn the NFT in order to redeem this at no cost. But I like that idea of making it real exclusive, real special.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, CoinGecko, they added a new NFT collection tracker to its platform, which enables users to monitor floor price, market cap, owners, and volume. I think this is very interesting because it goes right back to like our thing, right, of making sure that the owners are real, all that kind of stuff. And I think this is where we're pivoting as far as like an NFT marketplace, because I think that a lot of people are just tired of getting rugged and all that kind of stuff, that I feel like people like CoinGecko are trying to see what's behind the projects and trying to put it out there, right?
Yeah. Where do you know where you can see more information on that within the site? Have you looked at it?
You can probably go into nftcommunity.com and it'll give you like stuff about it. I think they were the ones who were mentioning it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, right here. CoinGecko boosts NFT offerings with handy new collection tracker. Okay, I like that. So it says the tracker builds on their existing NFT floor price tracking tool, providing a deep dive into price history, and a new portfolio edition makes it easy for NFT enthusiasts and newcomers to keep tabs on their favorite and most hyped collections. That was a problem that I had when I first got into NFTs. It was like I had to just keep going to very different, like multiple different links.
Yeah.
Every few minutes just to see what was happening, right? Because things were happening pretty fast in 2020 and 2021. So it's good to know that somebody's, still working on creating a better experience for people to be able to track things. and get an overview of it.
Funny story, when I went to NFT NYC, there was a company there that had an app that would do all this same exact stuff. I just can't remember their name, but it's something that's obviously has been talked about a lot and it's being worked on a lot by a whole bunch of different people. So it's definitely coming fast and furious because, again, of all the rug pulls and all the craziness with NFTs and people trying to be validated and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. There's an app that I have used in the past that does something similar to what you're describing. It's called Floor. So we're looking at floornfts.io. They also have their own podcast. That's a community-led podcast. I think it's called the Floorcast. It's a good show. I enjoy it. I listen to it whenever I can. So I definitely recommend checking that out. But this app, for a while, and maybe it still is, it was exclusive invites. You needed to get an invite from something else. And the way that I got access, which you probably have access as well, is by holding a Roboto. So because I held a Roboto, I was able to show in my wallet that I was a holder. So I gained access to this app. And this app is a really great app. I would definitely recommend checking it out. See if you have access to it. floornfts.io. Very good for keeping an eye on your own collection and other collections that you want to kind of bookmark as well.
So did you hear about Toys R Us, their redeemable campaign lately about Jeffrey?
No, tell me.
So Toys R Us offers a redeemable, actually, let me look it up. It says pretty much that Toys R Us offers a redeemables campaign where users can claim a Jeffrey NFT from their latest collection featuring the mascot Jeffrey the giraffe.
Oh God, nobody wants that.
Toy-related NFTs have seen significant growth with examples like V-Friends and Pudgy Penguins partnering with major brands and generating substantial revenue. The NFT community has been showing great interest in emerging toys and NFTs, supporting the phygital NFT industry. They call it the phygital.
The phygital, wow.
So then it goes on about how you can claim it. The giant toy manufacturer Toys R Us continues his NFT journey with redeemable campaigns. In essence, users can claim a Jeffrey NFT from the brand's latest collection. 10,000 generative artworks featuring their mascot, Jeffrey the giraffe.
I want to see it.
So once you claim a Jeffrey NFT, you must verify your account via the official platform. Matrica is the platform.
Yeah.
Matrica.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And then it says, then you can choose the country to redeem the rewards and claim your drop within 48 hours. The drops will be available in the project's Anybody's page. So, again, like it just goes to show that brands are still trying really hard to get into the NFT world. Like they just need to do a little bit more research. I mean, obviously they're getting better from the first show that we did when it comes to brands.
Yes.
But they're still miles away from where they really need to be. I just feel like they still don't include people that really know about NFTs or marketplace, or I don't know. I don't know what it is that they do.
Do you think they see success in a project like Pudgy Penguins that has a real physical toy, and now they're like, why aren't we in the game also? If they can do it, can we do it?
I don't know. I guess that's probably what it is. I don't know if it's money related or, I mean, obviously it's money related. They just want all the money they can get, but I still feel like they can do so much better, especially a company like McDonald's. Like they have a lot of potential to do things like we've talked about, like the Monopoly game. Imagine the Monopoly game as an NFT, or some sort of reward.
One day it will be.
Some sort of rewards or like something like that with the Monopoly game, or even like a brand like Taco Bell or McDonald's or Burger King or any of these guys, just doing something that's more utility driven.
Yeah.
That kind of lures them into playing or doing whatever, some sort of game. But they still lack the knowledge of how NFTs work.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel about it.
It's funny because there was a response to one of their first tweets here, which says, "You guys rugged, closed Discord, and still expect people to buy your NFTs." So maybe they had some historical project, but in all fairness, there was a comment right below that says it's literally a free reward that ranges from $20 to $1,000 just for holding the NFT that you can use in store. You need to learn what a rug actually means. So that's true. Maybe the last project, whatever they're referencing, was a rug. If this is just scanning to redeem, I don't see how that's a rug. But I guess that there's some history here that we might have to dive into in a future episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. We'll see what's happening there. There was something else that I saw that was interesting about Vivi signing with Alibaba. And I didn't get to dive too deep into this, so we can take a look at it together here. But Vivi is a digital collectible platform where it's a marketplace for many different types of projects. A lot of things that are in the NFT space that you would call it. So this was from a couple of days ago. It says Vivi signs with Asian internet giant Alibaba, and I believe this is a company that's bigger than Amazon, right? They're one of the biggest companies.
Oh yeah.
So the news was shared by Vivi CEO David Yu on his Instagram account, shaking hands with the Alibaba officials against a backdrop of signage that looks to be taking place at their headquarters. If you're unfamiliar with Alibaba, think of what Amazon is to the US, Alibaba is to China, but on an even bigger scale. So again, I don't even know what happened with the NFTs on Amazon that they've been talking about for a few months. So maybe this will have more traction than that, or again, just another platform. But Vivi is one of the biggest digital marketplaces in the industry.
Yeah, well, Alibaba, people still buy from Alibaba from the US. So
yeah, I'll pull up the Vivi site here just for reference here. So it's for digital collections, but it's a huge marketplace, huge. I've downloaded the app just to scroll through things in the past and be like, what's on here? What are people buying? So I'd recommend just checking it out. It's really interesting. There's a lot that happens on Vivi. A lot of art from projects that you may be familiar with. Like on their website, they're showing Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, DC, Marvel, Powerpuff Girls. So a lot of things for sale here in the digital space that I don't know if they're all considered NFTs, but they have a lot of NFT projects on there.
Interesting.
So if you combine them with a giant marketplace like Alibaba, who knows, bigger reach. I'm into it.
Yeah, so let's move away from NFTs real quick and talk about crypto a little bit.
Yeah.
So FTX launched a lawsuit against Sam Bankman-Fried for $1 billion. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, so FTX has taken legal action against his former CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, and other key executives from the now bankrupt crypto exchange. But they're not bankrupt because they keep saying that they have all this money and that they're coming back. So
They do say they're coming back. I think it's pronounced Fried, Sam Bankman-Fried, or SBF.
So the lawsuit aims to recover over $1 billion in funds that are allegedly misappropriated. Let's take a closer look. And then it goes into like the details. FTX filed a complaint in the U.S. bankruptcy court on July 20th. And then it goes on to say that FTX have accused former executives, including Sam, of misappropriating over $1 billion in customer funds. Allegations include financing luxury properties, political contributions, which is interesting with the political contributions because everybody's dying to know who is he giving money to.
I know, right? Who's in his pocket?
Speculative investments and issuing equity to themselves without value in return. So this is interesting because FTX is trying to come back like really hard, and they already like somehow magically they reappeared like all these millions of dollars. It was announced like a couple of weeks ago. So where did all this money come from? Like where was it before?
That's a good question. It's clear that people didn't know what was happening behind the scenes, right? Otherwise they would have seen what was happening to have essentially run out of money, right, under SBF's control. But maybe if he's not involved, maybe there were some other funds, or funds made their way into this account through other funds that were locked up or, cold wallet offshored.
But also the other key thing here is like, how is he paying all his lawyers? They're costing him millions of dollars. And he came out and said that he had no money at all.
That's a really good point. Where's this all coming from?
So
Would you
where is it coming from?
would you trade on FTX after everything that's
No.
happened?
Is it going to be trustworthy again? I don't think so. I mean, people
How
are
does anyone
gambling.
know anymore? Everyone thought this was trustworthy, right? Everyone said, well, if this person is a sponsor or this person approves, it must be good enough, which means nobody's doing their homework.
No. I mean, obviously, the same company wouldn't go through the same thing twice. So
You think so?
I hope not.
I know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much liability there is on him after all this.
Yeah, but I wonder who's still trading under FTX brand. Like, who is still putting crypto or money into that company?
Yeah, I would not. I would not.
No, I wouldn't do it. Honestly, as of right now, I think the company that's most trustworthy will probably be Coinbase.
Coinbase. Yeah.
At this point, at least. Binance, I've never trusted Binance from day one. People can say what they want. I just never trusted Binance.
You know, I think Binance was what I used first. And then over the last couple of years, I've had to pull things off of that and convert into things that Coinbase was able to hold. Because, you get these warnings that, if you're a US resident, you can't use this anymore for this type of currency or this type of currency. So it's like, all right, maybe I should just get everything off of here.
Yeah, so I've used Binance at the beginning too, because it was just easier and it was faster.
And you could buy more options than what Coinbase
had. You have more options. Right. But then when they switched to Binance US, that was a doozy.
Right. So it was Binance EU and Binance US.
Yeah, so you had to move all your crypto into US, and then if it was something that we didn't offer, you had to convert it into something else. Like, it was a shit show.
Yeah.
So I moved everything out of Binance maybe about 2 years ago. Yeah, about a year and a half ago almost.
That's about the same for me.
Yeah, I moved everything out of Binance. I have it on Coinbase. If I don't have it on Coinbase, I have it on a Nano somewhere. And that's where it is. Period.
Yeah.
But you also have crypto.com.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like crypto.com. But the problem with crypto.com is that I see them doing almost the exact same thing FTX did, which is
putting their name on everything.
They put their fucking name on everything. Like, you go into F1, their name is there. It's all over the place in F1. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Basketball, crypto.com. Football, crypto.com.
I think
soccer,
UFC also.
UFC, crypto.com. Like, it's everywhere. They how are they paying all this? This is not cheap.
It's not. Maybe we'll find out something about them in the near future. I don't know.
It's a little scary to know, like, where are they getting all this money to do all this sponsoring?
Like, I wonder what sort of auditing happens after an event like FTX. Who goes back to their own exchange and says, "Hey guys, is something funny happening here that we should know about?"
Yeah. Like, guys, like, who's the main accountant in that place? Like, who's going, like, hey guys, like, like, where are we getting this money from?
Yeah. Whoever that main accountant is, they don't have the type of experience that a non-crypto accountant has, who's probably, maybe someone who's been in the business for 40 years. It's like that history doesn't exist in crypto. So, they're probably figuring out things on the fly as much as any other company.
Yeah. Like, Coinbase is pretty transparent with what they do, and that's what I like them. Right. And I think, I don't know if you ever saw the biography that they put out of the Coinbase guy. What's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. Huh?
Founder?
Yeah. It was two
Brian
of them.
Armstrong and Fred Ursham.
Yeah. So after I watched that movie or video or biography or whatever it is, it was pretty eye-opening to, like, how humble those guys were. Not saying that it makes you trust them, but it's better than looking at SBF, partying in whatever island he was in.
Yeah. That video that you're talking about, it's on YouTube. It's an hour and 45 minutes. And
yeah, I think it's on Netflix or one of those.
oh, is it on there too?
Yeah, I think
you
it's
can
one of
definitely
those
watch it for
streaming
free.
channels.
It's worth knowing where this monster of a company came from. And you're right, it is inspiring. I know that they worked their tails off to get this thing up and running, and
Yeah.
they went public a couple of years ago. And did I buy the day that they went public? And
I did.
the price dropped a ton. Yeah, of course I did that day.
Yeah, I'm
But
still
I haven't
holding.
sold, so I haven't lost anything yet.
Yeah, I haven't sold anything either. I definitely bought a lot.
Yeah, because in my mind, even a couple of years ago, and this was pre NFTs, it was just they're the biggest, most legitimate name in the game. This has got to be worth a lot of money, and I don't think the stock price relates to the service that they provide, but it was just disappointing to think that it wasn't valued the same way.
Yeah, well, when the stock opened, it went up to like almost $400 and something, and then
Yes, I bought it over 400.
Yeah, so did I.
And
but that was within like 30 minutes of
yes,
of the stock being
I was
open.
like waiting for the clock.
Yeah, yeah. But everybody thought that it would be in the thousands of dollars by now, but it's not. And then it dropped. Crypto got hit. But I think that just their way of doing business, the way that they are.
Yeah.
Just the humbleness of the company too, and the transparency of them. I think at some point or another, it's going to be valued a lot. And it kind of reminds me of like Tesla when it first started.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I believe in Coinbase. I think that they're a good company, even though that at some point in my illustrious, beautiful crypto career, I didn't trust them for a while. But then once I learned more and more about them, it was just a no-brainer.
Yeah. I'm hoping that as these other companies die off, these other marketplaces, it'll leave Coinbase at the top. Right. When a company like FTX fails or whoever else just continues to close down, Binance becomes less of an option in the US.
Yeah.
It might just leave Coinbase as the last man standing. And it might make sense, as a first to market or one of the first to market. They've been in this longer than almost anyone else has. They've done it the most legitimate out of anyone else. And of course they've had their issues with the government, but I get the feeling they're fighting the good fight. So
yeah. And he keeps fighting. He's very transparent about fighting. Yeah.
And he's suing. Sometimes they're the ones suing.
Yeah.
For clarification on things. So yeah. I'm hopeful it'll turn around. So I'm going to diamond hand those stocks because I don't want to pay taxes on a loss. And
Same.
Oof.
But,
all right. We covered a lot this hour. I'm sorry that we didn't get our guest on because I did want to talk to her. And maybe we'll save her for a future week. We'll get her back on, kind of address whatever scheduling issues we had so we can make some time for her. And if not, maybe we'll just feature her as Artist of the Week one week.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess in the meantime, we would invite everyone to head over to rebelants.io where you can mint a Rebel Ant, or you can head over to jeremypets.com and get a free Jeremy Pet NFT. You can follow us on Twitter or X, whatever it might be called by the time you hear this, at Rebel Ants. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're almost at 1,000, which is a good milestone for us. We're more than halfway past the viewing requirement for monetization of our channel. So we appreciate everyone watching and listening along. And hope that you'll just continue to follow our journey and let us know if you have any questions for us. And we're happy to share everything that we got going on. We're very transparent and looking forward to continuing this process. And we'll be back next week.
Absolutely.
All right, Miguel, have a great night. To our viewers and listeners, have a great night.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.